6ix9ine made this mistake, which costed his life. When it comes to the rapper known as 6ix9ine, there's no doubt that he's one of the most controversial figures around in regards to the rap and music worlds. He has constantly pushed the envelope in ways that has made people very angry. And now that he's out of prison, he's continuing to be his brash and controversial self. But while his antics are amusing to some, there's little to no doubt that most of the world finds him incredibly annoying, and his antics are likely to get him in major trouble, which has already been proven. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 6. Where is 6ix9ine right now? To say that 6ix9ine's 2020 has been unique so far would be like saying 2020 has been eventful for the world at large. He started out the year in jail after getting sentenced to basically an extra year in jail despite becoming a snitch on the 9 Trey Bloods. More on that in a bit. He thought for sure he was getting out last December, but obviously that didn't happen. Despite being sentenced to be in jail until November more than likely, 6ix9ine got a lucky break when the global pandemic happened. Jails have been a bad place to be in the lockdown because of confined space, lots of potential for getting sick, etc. 6ix9ine used that to his advantage and pleaded with the judge to let him out of jail so he doesn't get sick. By some miracle, he got out and was put under house arrest. Number 5. House arrest and music. To be clear, 6ix9ine is not out of the woods yet because he's still technically serving his prison sentence. It's just that he's serving it in a house or houses. Also, more on that later. And is confined to that house both for legal reasons and government reasons via the lockdown that is in effect in America. Granted, as anyone with a brain will tell you, doing jail time in a house with a nice bed, food of all kinds, and your girlfriend is much better than a jail. And 6ix9ine has been making things work by making music and getting back on social media, which in many ways is his first mistake. Number 4. Making music and being 6ix9ine. As noted earlier, 6ix9ine is a very controversial man, and during his sentencing hearing, he pleaded with the judge to let him go because he deserves a second chance. Yet, what does he do the moment he gets home and gets acquainted with his surroundings? He does a live stream in which he states he did nothing wrong in the eyes of the law. If I had a week, I couldn't tell you all the ways that sentence is infinitely stupid and wrong. He was a member of a gang, and he committed crimes that he would later admit guilty to in order to get a plea deal and not remain in jail. So for him to go and say something on this via a live stream is a mistake that will cost him. And as if that wasn't enough, his music is just as repetitive and mind-numbing as before. His new track is coming out in TROLLZ, and he's teaming up with Nicki Minaj again for it. So now he's doing his music to poke fun at the people who troll him because of his crimes. Except they're not trolling him, they're stating truths, and he himself is the troll. But of course, he won't admit that. He also won't admit he's a snitch. Number 3. The 9 Trey Bloods. If you really wanted to point to one particular mistake 6ix9ine is making in his freedom that's bad, it's that he thinks he's rather untouchable right now. Even though he knows he's not. Mainly because while he's being held at a secure house for the rest of his time under the law, he's already had to be moved a few times because of a breach in security. Gee, I wonder who's going to get at him, maybe the 9 Trey Bloods? You might know them as the group that 6ix9ine joined to get famous and use their influence to make him more street legit. This would eventually turn into him being part of a crime spree that would get him and the 9 Treys arrested in 2018. He turned snitch and put many of them away almost single-handedly. Now he's out, and you can bet the 9 Trey Bloods are coming after him, and apparently have gotten close to getting him. But if you believe 6ix9ine, he's bulletproof, and even hired 24/7 security to protect him. Him underestimating what's going on is a huge mistake, especially since they're not the only ones coming for him. Number 2. The new lawsuit. As if his current life situation isn't unique enough, 6ix9ine is soon going to be finding himself back in a place he probably never wanted to go again. Courtroom. In short, in 2018, 6ix9ine was supposed to be at a concert in Washington, D.C. and totally no-showed. The promoters of the event aimed to sue 6ix9ine, but pulled the lawsuit later on. Now though, they're going to refile it and sue him for $5.3 million. In the new version of the suit, 6ix9ine is being charged with a number of counts including breach of contract, fraud, and defamation. The defamation count relates to statements the rapper made on social media in the aftermath of the concert date, where he claimed he wasn't paid and referred to Alexander and Tesfaladette as corrupt and scamming. On the date of the DC concert, 6ix9ine instead appeared at Power 105's Powerhouse concert in New Jersey. The DC promoters claim that 6ix9ine gave no notice and was a no-show despite being paid $58,470 of his $60,000 fee in advance. This will definitely be bad for 6ix9ine because A, it's him in court again and his past record can be used against him. B, if he's found guilty of these crimes, he will not only have to pay the $5.3 million, but also other fees and fines, no doubt. And C, there were rumors going around that 6ix9ine signed a new $10 million contract for a label after getting out of jail. That means that a large chunk of that will be gone, and he's still paying heavy fees for things like full-time security. Spending all that money is not going to be good for him in the long run. Number 1, the rap community. Finally, something that not even he can deny, though he'll try, is that 6ix9ine is ticking off the majority of the rap community with his various statements and proclamations about his greatness. Rap legends like Snoop Dogg have made very strong statements about how this snitch needs to get what's coming to him, and others are stating they'll never work with 6ix9ine because of his snitch label. 6ix9ine's response? Blasting them full power and calling them fools and frauds and more. And insulting the rap community like this is an easy way to end your rapper career, which in 6ix9ine's case is his life. And there you have it, a look at the various mistakes that 6ix9ine has made recently. Do you think that 6ix9ine's continued success out of jail will continue? Or will it be a flash in the pan? Do you think his mistakes and actions will cost him his life? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time on the channel.